I like to get a lot of my stuff online simply because it's easier and there's a pandemic going by and I don't have to compete with people and I don't know. So this is one of my favorite sites, the Horror Dome. They have some really, really scary stuff, as you see from their video. How awesome is that? Like, they're so freaking good. They are so freaking expensive. The pieces that I have, simply because I'm doing my own little haunt stuff, is not nearly this good. I do like some of the little props, but let's check out some of their new stuff for Halloween 2022. So a baby Roswell. So I mean, they are expensive, but oh my gosh, look at the quality. It's so good. A gorilla suit, pro costume. But if something like that came at you, I mean, that straight up looks real. It's freaking terrifying. There's another one. So a lot of these are masks that they have or decorations that they have. These are new products. Super good. How good is that? Like, that's really, really freaking good. To me, it's worth it to go ahead and invest in something like this because it saves me time. Some of the stuff I make on my own if I've already got some of the pieces. And then other times I'll go get a, well, like I've got one that's got a mask kind of like this, but it's a clown that I got from Evil Jay's Creepy Closet. You should check out him too. He's on Facebook. He does some really good work. He's an independent artist. And I'll buy a really good high quality mask like this and then put it on either a body I've made out of water bottles, or I have wrapped skeletons and bubble wrapped, pat it out, make it look like a body, and then put a really good mask on it. And it looks like a terrifying prop. I mean, if you had something like this on a body, that's a really good prop, right? And then you don't have to spend the additional money for the actual head. So that's one of the things that I like doing for my little home haunt, because, you know, not professional, but this kind of stuff is absolutely freaking terrifying, right? Look how good these are. So this is Horror Dome. One of the things I'm working on now is a zombie cheerleader, and I'm really, really hoping to get some guts from them, because their their guts and their body parts are really, really good. Some of the stuff that they have is from other creators. So they do have some stuff from Morris. They do have some stuff from um, different makers. So I know that you've seen some of these before. So really check them closely. Some stuff is theirs and it's going to be cheaper here. I have this piece. She's not animatronic. She just stands there, but I have the affliction. Mine was not nearly this expensive. Oh, I have this one, the static prop of affliction. I didn't pay this. I went directly to Distortions Unlimited. So this is a distortion. These are distortion pieces, and it's going to be cheaper on the Distortions Unlimited site. So I got my affliction on there. I saved up, and I actually used one of the pay in for installment apps to kind of lessen the blow to our personal budget. But these look like these are the distortions props. So they use different artists and stocking their stuff, but I really like going to the site because it gives me a good idea of what's out there. This is another distortions one too. I think is absolutely terrifying. They've got one with distortions. Crap, I can't think of what the name is, but it's a girl who has her heart ripped out, and the animatronic part of it just vibrates, but it's so freaking terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying. So a lot of these would be super, super good. Part of me kind of wishes I used one of these instead of making my own Freddy Krueger. Some people were kind of mean to me and said that my Freddy Krueger looked like he was made out of Spam, because, you know, I did that. One of the only techniques that I know when you're totally broke is I used a styrofoam head and put toilet paper and Elmer's glue. Toilet paper and Elmer's glue is a hell of a lot cheaper than this stuff. So anyway, I kind of pick and choose based on where I think the prop is going to go, and, you know, how prominent I want it to be, how I think I've got the lighting on it. So I kind of try to be picky and choosy. All of this is Distortions Inc. I've seen all these before. It's a Demogorgon. That's crazy. There's a guy online that I saw did his own Demogorgon that was super, super good, like really freaking good. So all these are new. These are kind of creepy. And I pay attention to how some of the paint jobs are on the ones that I like see, like it's got the darker in the recesses of the hand and the lighter of the recesses of the hand. So if I'm working on my own, I try to pay attention to some of the techniques that the other people are doing. And in my own little amateur hour, I try to replicate the looks that I think are super scary and look really good. So Evil Jay's has, I think it's so much better than this. He's got one that looks like a ripped off face that's mounted on a board. And I'll do an unboxing of that when it comes in. I asked him to cut a 2x2 hole in the back, and I'm going to put a tea light behind it, a little battery operated tea light, because I'm hoping that it'll look like a terrifying light for my witch setup. So those are really freaking scary. Aren't those awesome? So these are going to be props like you're going to find in the professional um, places where you go to the big huge haunted houses, the commercial haunted houses. A body part lamp, that's absolutely terrifying. But think of how scary that would be for a setup, because that mess looks real and it's super disturbing. But I could afford something like that, like a little severed ear. I could save it and get me a little 30-buck severed ear, throw it down on I've got a witch's table that I made out of sticks, and then I just kind of binded it together with twine and straw, because I want twine, and I really want it to look like, well, like it's a witch living out in the woods. So this would be something that I would save up and add to it. I'll also have some ripped out eyeballs that I used on my stuff. Clowns. Oh, she's pretty creepy looking. Pretty creepy looking. This one is terrifying. This one kind of thrashes about, and I don't know whether videos will transfer over like on the shared screen, because I'm using Zoom to record videos. I will see if they will, and I'll post one of those. These are the guys from Distortions Inc. with a really big stuff, big, huge pro things. I had wanted, I would like one of these, but that's just so beyond my budget. But you know what? Maybe if I get quite a few videos up and do a Patreon, and we can get a couple of you guys be gracious enough to throw $1 my way a month or something, maybe I will. We'll see. I would really like to, because I am all in it for the scare. I like the really, really scary stuff. Cutesy stuff when my kids were little, absolutely. But now that I'm older and my kids are older, I go for all out scare. All out scare. So that's a really quick look at all of the new products on Horror Dome. If you want me to do another one with the other ones, let me know, and I will see what else I can find online. Thank you so much.